It sounds unbelievable, but it truly happened. A medical student at Ohio State University, 27 years old, went into a bar on April 1st, 2006, and he was never seen again. He disappeared without a trace. No suspects, no clues, he just completely vanished. But how did it happen? Let's get to it.
27-year-old has his life in front of him, might be getting married, going to be a doctor, and he disappears without a trace.
He's seen going into a bar, he's never seen leaving.
Welcome back to the Midday Controversy, where I bring you some strange, surreal, and fascinating stories that have actually happened. If you enjoy that kind of stuff, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and don't forget to like the video. It helps my new channel get even more audience. Thank you, and let's get to it. It's March 31st, 2006. Brian goes out with a friend called Clint Florence to celebrate the start of spring break. They hit up a few bars, tasting a few different kind of beers at each. Later in the night, Brian and his friend meet up with Meredith Reed, a friend of Clint Florence. Together with Meredith, they decide to end their night at the Ugly Tuna Saloon. This was a bar near the Ohio State University campus in Columbus. Surveillance footage shows Brian entering the bar around 1:15 a.m. with his fellows. A few minutes later, he is seen on camera footage outside the bar talking to two women, and when he walks off screen, he is never seen again. The bar had security cameras, but no camera catches Brian leaving the bar. When the bar closed at 2 a.m., Florence and Reed attempted to find Schaefer. They repeatedly tried calling him. They waited outside the bar, but he was not among the departing crowd. They assumed he had returned to his apartment without letting them know. Nobody has seen or heard from Schaefer since that night. His disappearance has been especially puzzling to the investigators since there was no other publicly accessible entrance or exit to the bar at that time. Though there was a service exit door near where he was last seen, it's been ruled out as a possibility that he may have used that door to leave the bar because it was closed for public use, and some officers believe it would have been difficult to walk through while sober, much less intoxicated, as Schaefer likely was at the time. However, the cameras in that area might also have missed Schaefer, so it's said, because one panned across the area constantly and the other was operated manually. Police searched for Brian Schaefer following all the tips and leads, but none of which resulted in any breakthroughs in the case. Everyone who'd been in contact with Brian that night, except for the two women who he was speaking to outside the bar, were asked to take a polygraph test. His father and Meredith Reed took the test and did pass it, but Clint Florence refused to take the test. This brought suspicion that maybe he knows something, but the police didn't think it was necessary to pursue Florence as a suspect in Brian's disappearance. During the search for Brian, his girlfriend named Wagner kept on calling his cell phone every night before going to bed. It normally went straight to voicemail, but one night in September, it rang 3 times. Then went back to voicemail and never rang again. When asked, the network company claimed it to have been a computer glitch, and this lead led nowhere. Brian's father Randy died in September 2008 during a heavy windstorm. He was clearing debris in the yard of his Baltimore, Ohio home when a branch blew off a nearby tree and fatally struck him. Neighbors found his body the following day and called the police. After his obituary ran online, a condolence book was posted. One of the signatures in it said, "To Dad, love Brian, U.S. Virgin Islands." This suggested Brian might have left Columbus for a new life elsewhere. However, upon further investigation, the note was found to have been posted from a computer accessible to the public in Franklin County, and so it was determined to be a hoax. There have been many theories in this case, but all of them have led to more questions than answers. Some people suggested he was killed by the smiley face serial killer. But if so, then where is his body? Some suggested he wanted to go away from everyone and grieve for his mother who had died a few weeks prior. But still, his disappearance didn't seem planned at all. Some people say he went away to start a new life with a new identity, since his whole life passion was to become a musician. The theories kept coming, but none of them has tangible evidence to back it up, which leaves Brian's disappearance still one of the greatest mysteries in modern history. If you have any information that can help in solving the mystery of Brian Schaefer's disappearance, please contact the Ohio Police Department. As always, I am grateful that you have kept up with me from the beginning to the end of the video. Thank you for being part of this community. So please give a like to the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I hope to see you real soon when I bring another story. Stay safe and take care.